Hi, Stacy here with Bluebird Paper and Thread. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is Saturday, October 14th, and I'm coming to you actually before lunch today. It's a miracle. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My channel is on my hobbies, cross stitching, a little bit of sewing, eventually, hopefully, a little bit of quilting, paper crafting. I like to do cards and gift tags and treat boxes, things like that. If you are returning, welcome back. To my new subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking that subscribe button. I really, really appreciate it. Today's a gorgeous day, and it's already been very busy. I had to take the kitten to the vet because her mom had to work. So I was on kitten grandma duty. And so she got her next set of shots, and she didn't gain as much weight as I think she did. So I think we're going to weigh her here later. I don't know that their scale was working real great. She'd only gained maybe a quarter to a pound or a half a pound, and it's been about 3 weeks, and I don't think that that's enough. He did not seem to be concerned. She is exploring and harassing everybody and doing all the things that kittens do. And so I'm not really concerned that she's not healthy. I just thought it was odd. So she goes back in 3 weeks for her next set of shots, and we'll see what it is then. My stitching this week, I got quite a bit done. At least I feel like I did. I have a finish. I have a new start, and actually 2 finishes, 2 new starts, if you count each chart in the Jack-o'-lantern book as a finish and a start. So there's that. I am working on some finishing pieces for a couple of the things that I am working on. One of the finishing pieces is this thing here. This is the scale for the monthly weigh-in. So the month name goes up here, and then the stitched piece goes here. And I'm going to attach it with magnets because that's what they suggest. And I think it's going to maybe live up there. I don't know. We'll see. But I decided I wanted to do mine navy blue. The example that they give is more of an aqua color, which is gorgeous, but I wanted to be a little different. I wanted to try something a little different. So I chose navy blue. All I have to do now is I need to clean up a little bit here on that navy. And then I think what I'm going to do is spray varnish it and get it ready to go. I am almost done with the September weigh-in piece. So it's possible that I can have September up there, but I won't have the extra pieces. These are the little pieces that are the shelf sitters. I had them all organized, and then now they're not. So you have a Christmas tree that you paint, an acorn, a pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern. So I need to paint those. So these are not ready yet, and they won't be by the time I put my first piece up, if I get the September one up. But they'll be ready for the next ones. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip October, and I think I'm going to move to November or December, depending on when I actually get it finished. But I am very close, so I think I'm just going to push through and see what I can get done. We'll look at that in a little bit. The other thing that I'm finishing on, I'll give you a little sneak peek. Well, I'll give you a hint. Oh, it looks better than I thought it would. This is the button that comes with the board that you finish the stitching seasons on, from Chantel's 141 Design Company. So this is the board. So this side was stained darker than this side, and I think I used the same stain. It's very bizarre. And the base. So this will sit in here like this, and then this was the button that fit right in through here. They when they cut this piece out, they included the button in the design. Looks a little weird. I just noticed some of the varnish got kind of gloppy there when I was varnishing the back side. Oh well. I'm sure it'll be fine. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? Just has to be finished. And then I got a little bit of haul too. Let's start with the finish. Autumn stitching seasons, stitching with the Housewives, sent to us by Fat Quarter Shop, and this is stitched on 28 count Evenweave thin white pine board by Fabric Flair, and it's freshly pressed, and it's a finish, and it's so cute. I really love the floss color in the word autumn. I believe it's marmalade. I think this little guy is going to just be a really nice compliment. So it's done. So I should get this done this next week, if not later today. This next week I am taking Wednesday through Friday off. Friday is the Scrapbook Expo, and so my friend and I are going to that just to shop, because I have to work on Saturday at our fall carnival. So just going to shop on Friday, and I took a few days because I just need to. So if I don't finish it this weekend, it'll be finished later in the week. You'll see it next week, so make sure you come back. But I love it. I think he turned out really cute. And then this is the backing fabric that was sent with the kit. It's Priscilla's Plaids, and it's a really pretty golden mustard color. I really like it. So there's that. The next finished, I will just go to that one. Also has a new start. I'm working on Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee by Brenda Gervais. And I finished Trick or Treat. And I think it's so cute. Now, a couple of mistakes. The pumpkin's face is supposed to be black. It's not. I have a cat here. It's not. And then I'm, happily stitching along, and I miss his bottom teeth down here. But I didn't back it out, and I like frog it. I didn't go over it with the white because I thought his top toothy grin was really cute. So I left it. And nobody but me and now you will know that I didn't do the black in the jack-o'-lantern. But he's so cute. So I finished that. I think I've showed you this one before. This one, Pumpkin Brew. I finished this one, before, and I think I've shown it, but just in case. So I have 3 of these charts done, and I think there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 charts. So I'm moving right along. I am stitching this series on 40 count platinum linen by Zweigart. I'm going to try to get as much of it done on this linen as I can. I might not have enough for the remaining 3 charts, but we will see. I'm using the called for flosses. Very pretty fall color palette, and then the pop of purple. And I'm starting on, oh goodness, sorry. I was fine until I turned on the camera, and then all of a sudden, all this fur. But I'm starting on this one, and I got a good start. I got half of the kitty done. Well, the half of the black of the kitty done. So it's cute. I'm going to finish the 3. I decided I'm going to go ahead and finish those since they're done. Hopefully next weekend. I want to do a little bit of finishing because I've got some fall things that need to be finished, made into pillows. So I thought I could do that. And then these, I don't think I'll get all of these done by Halloween, but I'll have a good start to finish the rest next Halloween. So that's good. So that was a finish and a new start. And then I had another new start. I decided that I was going to stitch Autumn Quaker. I think last week I didn't remember what this one was called, but it's Autumn Quaker. And I love it in this colorway with that. I think it's pumpkin pie. Yeah, color and cotton pumpkin pie. And they stitched it on 28 count mushroom. 28 count will give you a finish size of like almost 6 by 5. Well, almost 6 by 6. 5 7/8 by 5 3/4. I decided I want to stitch this on a 40 count. Chocolate colored linen. And this linen is Fiber on a Whim Earth. So I thought I would try something a little different. I am thinking a pillow finish for this. 40 count, and it's gonna be tiny. And I'm using Daylily. I was thinking marmalade. Marmalade was a little too bright. This is a little bit more subtle. And that's my start. Or maybe that's my start. But I think it's gonna turn out really nice, and it's gonna be a little different take on it. So I'm kind of excited for this one to kind of work up. Gave me a little bit of trouble, but also I was still kind of recovering from sinus cold things. So trying to stitch on 40 count this last week was a challenge. That's for sure. So we won't look at my stitches too closely. But I think it's going to be really nice. So I got a good start on that. Okay. I put some time in. This one I pulled out of my everything pile, my non-seasonal pile, and it's Strawberry Fair by October House Fiber Arts. I'm starting to pull things out that I need to just finish. So this is the next one that I'm working on. This is one of my New Year's Eve 12 by 12 starts last year. So I would really like to have it done before we get to New Year's Eve this time, and I think it'll happen. I made a bold fabric choice on this one, and I am stitching this on a fabric called A Long, Long Time Ago. It's for 36 count linen by Fortnite Fabrics. And I'm using, I believe, the called for DMCs. These are not on floss drops, but you can kind of see the color palette. This is the fabric. And this is where I'm at. So I finished the strawberry. I think I finished the strawberry. I noticed as I was stitching and filling in, oh yeah, I missed one here. I've got to go back and fill that in, that I missed a couple of stitches. And I think I got most of them. Anyways, I did the strawberry. I added the flowers here, and then I started on the scroll. And I'm off on the scroll by 1 count, and I cannot find it. And I decided that's okay. I will just be consistent. I think there's 2 more scrolls going up, and I will just be consistent with those and move on with it. Because I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I got off somewhere in here, or I started the strawberry. I'm not ripping it all out. It will be okay. It's a seasonal piece. It may go in a frame. It may be a pillow. I don't know. But I do love it on this fabric. I think it's fantastic. It looks really good. I'm loving that strawberry. It's a lot of counting, because look at that pattern. There are 3 different reds, I believe. Yeah, 3 different reds, and then the like chartreusey green and another color in there. So moved it along. So you can tell I'm really close to a finish. I just have to finish up this side and here and over here on this side, and it will be done. So we're getting there. It feels good to get some of these pieces that have been hanging around for a while actually finished. So I'm liking what I'm doing with it. Whatever my method is right now, I'm sticking to it. I work on some seasonal pieces, and then I pull out an everyday piece, and then I work on some seasonal stitches, and then I pull out an everyday piece. So it's coming along. Okay. Monthly weigh-in September. Quite a bit of progress on this one. You can see I've got September done, and see, it's gonna look really cute on this. So that'll be cute. So I got the name of the month done, and here is my progress. So I continued to work up the side here, and then I started working the scarecrow. I still have to fill in the white here on the scale and fill in the brown, the sunflower seeds in the sunflowers. But, you know, I'm trying to work now. I'm at a point where I'm trying to work the colors until I'm out of that color on my needlework before I switch and work on something else. That shirt on the scarecrow is a plaid, so hopefully it doesn't take too long. So I really do think if I don't get it finished this week, probably next week it'll be a finish if I spend some time on it. Excuse me. Okay. And I'm stitching this on the called for 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. And it'll be finished. That's the finishing piece for it. And I already have October and the November kit. This comes with the chart and the floss for the as the kit, and you have to purchase the fabric. So I just went with the called for on this because I knew I wanted to finish it on that board. I thought it was really cute. And you can see up here in the corner, that is that extra little piece that I have to paint. I think it looks really cute. The acorn for November, because, you know, lots of acorns in that chart. And the jack-o'-lantern for October. So your pumpkin turns into a jack-o'-lantern. And then the tree for Christmas. So I don't have Christmas yet. It actually, something's coming today from them. It might actually be the next installment. They have been showing it on Stitching with the Housewives videos. I believe they've already shown the chart completely worked up, and it's so cute. So I'm excited to get that one. Next, trying to work on some of my Halloween stitches. I pulled out the Haunted Halloween. This is the Fat Quarter Shop exclusive stitch along. I think it came out, you can see the kitten got a hold of it. So, excuse me, I'm still working on this one. I haven't made a lot of progress. This is one where I think I took out more stitches than I put in. And I'm not quite sure why. I decided to stitch this. The called for fabric, the color of the called for fabric is pistachio. I decided to go 36 count Edinburgh linen. in the pistachio. And this is how far I got. So the bat was done, this little star was done. I had started on this center piece. It's going to be a lighter orange, and I did not realize that. I had forgotten that because it's been such a long time. So I started stitching and things weren't lining up. So I frogged this whole piece, whatever I had done, I frogged it. It wasn't a lot, but I think I made a little bit more progress on it. Again, the 36 count, 1/2 linen threads. And I really want this to be just a little pillow that I can, tuck out here or whatever. And I'm using the called for. In fact, I think I got this in a floss. I think I ordered the floss pack. The chart was free. I'm not sure if it still is free. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. So if you like it, go see if you can download it. Fat Quarter Shop. Then I pulled out Patreon Tier 4 from August. Teresa Kogut, We All Scream. I just couldn't get past that paw, and I'm almost done with the paw. I just have his little, the gray and the white toenails. And I'm using all of the called for flosses, DMCs, for this one. Nice fall color palette. And I liked how she had it on the orange, so I looked for an orange fabric, and I landed on, it's a hand dyed, hold on. Sanguine, 30 count Sanguine by Weeks Dye Works. Hand dyed, can't wash it. So that means I probably can't hit it with a little steam when I'm done. But this is how far I got. So I've pretty much finished his paw. I just have to do this little area here and then the white claws. Again, I'll do that when I start working on the gray in another area. But I was able to get most of his pant leg done and most of the pumpkin, his jack-o'-lantern done, and start working on the other part of his pant leg. So I'm glad I sat down and put a full evening in on this. He's cute. I almost didn't want to put him down. I almost want to find an orange fuzzy fiber that I could put in here and then brush it to make it fuzzy, like he's got some fancy pants or socks on. So I don't know. I was just stitching it thinking, oh, that would be really cute if I could brush it and make it fuzzy. This one will not be done by the end of the month, I know. And that's okay. For me, it's hard to stitch Halloween in different times of the year than late August through September. I think this year I've got so many fall stitches that I'm really going to try to do a little bit every month on a fall piece and see what happens. And then the last thing that I worked on, I know she's getting ready in November to start another Sal, I believe, with her Patreon group. But I worked on the Teresa Kogut Simple Life. I want to say the chart's out on this now, but I'm not 100% sure. So you might want to go check her website. And I am using the called for flosses. Real pretty fall palette. Let's talk about these floss drops for a minute. This is the first kind of floss drop that I bought. And I bought it because I liked this little area right here, because in the picture you would be able to slip the DMC number right over that, and you would have the actual DMC tag on here. Well, they don't fit. The way that the DMC like bands are, they don't fit over this. This is too wide, or that's too narrow. The band is too narrow. So I just labeled it with a number, not a big deal. But this is like the second or third one that's actually broke. So I was trying a couple different styles and then sticking with it. So then I ordered the ones that are the teardrop ones. Like this. And these, are they a little thicker? I think they're just a teeny tiny bit thicker, not significantly. But however this hole is drilled, it's far enough down that it's not, one of these have not broken yet. Now watch, today something will happen and one will break. So I think, and I've purchased these over and over, and this is the one that I seem to be liking. It's the teardrop shaped one in Amazon. I want to do a little Amazon shop, so when I pick something up and I like it, I can drop the link into the Amazon shop. So if you wanted to pick it up, you could. I'm not there yet, but maybe this weekend when I'm off, I'll be able to put some work in on that. Anyways, I'm stitching this on the called for fabric, and it's 40 count overcast linen by Cedar River. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful piece of linen. And this is how far I got. So I finished the basket and I started on the roof line. I added the tree up here in the corner, and I finished the 2 bees. And I think all I need to do now I need to work on the house, and I need to add the flowers in the border, and then I can move on to the bottom half. So the bottom half is going to be the fence line all the way across, the animals running through the yard, and the pond, and then of course the bottom border. So it's getting there. But I am loving it. I think it's turning out to be so pretty. So I had to put some time in on this one. I've been thinking about my Land That I Love cross stitch piece from Teresa Kogut as well, and I just haven't pulled it out, but maybe this week I will put some time in on that. I think what I really have been contemplating is sitting down and spending like a Sunday mid-afternoon through the evening just working on the Land That I Love piece, and see where I can get that by just working on it solid for, half an afternoon and a whole evening. I don't know if that'll happen, but that's kind of what I thought I would do, is just bring it out and stitch on it. The other thing too is stitching on it monogamously would be interesting, except then I'd have nothing to talk to you about because I would only stitch on one piece. So we'll see if that ever happens. And the other thing too is that when I stitch on something for a lot of my stitching time, I feel like I fall behind on everything else. So I don't know. The next installment of the Chicken Club came in. So now I have Penny. Her little tail has green polka dots. She's cute. Still not through with number 2. I got number 1 done. Still not through with number 2. Not sure what's going to happen with those. And then I got my Classic Colorworks Floss Fix. Cerise, Chai, Cherry Cobbler, Cherry Tomato, Chesapeake Bay, and Chili Pepper are the colors. And they are really pretty. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump you. All very different from each other. That's okay. All right. I think what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to kit this up. Probably start it. Not expecting a finish, but maybe. I know the last one that I stitched worked up really, really quickly. So maybe this one will too. I also have been wanting to start Brenda Gervais, her new one out with the 3 witches and the little pillows. I'm fairly certain I bought that chart when I was on vacation, and I can't find it anywhere. I don't know where it's at. So I'm going to continue to look for it, because now you know, I don't know if you're like this, but I get to a point where I panic and I can't find something that I'm really wanting, and then I start focusing on it too much, and then you'll never find it when you over focus. But if I find that chart, I would like to start one of those little witches, because I think one of those witches would be really cute, worked up too. So that's the thought for this week. I think that that's it for me. I showed you my 2 pieces that I'm working on finishing. Yeah. Not a lot of YouTube watching this week. I did some, but I watched like 10 or 15 minutes, if that much, and then I'd either fall asleep or get distracted, and I just haven't gone back to finish watching those videos. So nothing new to report there, and I think that is it for me. If you haven't done so already and you enjoyed the content, please hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so that you are notified when content is uploaded. Please like the video, share the video, comment. I love the comments. I'm having so much fun reading your comments. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We are getting close to 900 subscribers, which means we're close to 1,000 subscribers. And I'd really like to get there by the end of the year. I'm starting to think about 1,000 subscriber giveaway options. Probably this next paycheck I'll be doing a little shopping for it. So let's get there. I think it would be fun. So I think that's it. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. And I will see you next time. Happy stitching. Bye.